Okay, hello. Okay, hello. What is going on? What is going on? This is crazy. Can I be honest? This is insane. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Talking Journal. I'm your host, Christian. I'm so excited to be here sitting with you talking today. I've already tried to film this video one time, and it's gone terribly. Well, it didn't go terribly. I got through it, but it was just, I wasn't excited about it. Now, we are in the new set. All right. Hi, guys. Welcome back to my backyard. Kind of. Not really. If you don't watch the video version, it is available on Spotify and YouTube at The Talking Journal. So don't fret. You can watch it now. However, the audio back here is kind of annoying because there's an option where you can mute everything else, but then it sounds like I'm like an Android on a Zoom. Or you can just get some background noise. So let me know what you want, and we can make that happen. Right, guys? Right? Okay. Like I said, I've tried to make this video before, but it was in the old setup, and now we're in the new set. Anyways, I posted on the Talking Journal's social media and talked about how I would be back in a couple of months, because before I had left for my vacation, which was 2 months long, I'm not kidding, I was set to pre-record 14, 16 or 18 episodes. I can't remember which number it was. And then it was right down to that last week, and the weekend I was going to do it, I ended up going on a camping trip, so it just totally, it's not happening. So I was like, guys, I'm sorry, gotta leave you for a couple months, but I'm back. Oop. And the thing fell. That's just wonderful. Okay, I don't really know where to set this. Put you back on my shoulder. Hi. Okay. So, my summer was pretty good. Guys, basically this is just going to be a conceited episode where I talk about my summer. Is that okay with you guys? I hope so. Anyway, I wanted to actually come back and talk to you sooner. When I was on vacation, I was like, wait, I want to film my podcast again. But unfortunately for me, I had left everything at home. So my camera that I film on my iPad, gone, left that at home, left the iPad at home, left my pencil for the iPad at home. So, it wouldn't have done any good if I didn't even have the iPad in the first place. And I didn't have this set. So it was just it wasn't happening. This set, though, seriously, you guys, I've never been more excited to film an episode in my entire life. I say that every time. All right. Anyway. Yeah, I went on vacation. Is that, like I said already 4 times, but I don't know. The longtime listeners of this podcast will know, long time. If you've seen the first episode that's up right now, you're not a longtime listener. All right. I mean, you are, but you're not the OG vibes. All right. There was an episode I made months and months and months ago, at the beginning of it was March, I feel like. It was in March, I think. It might have been February, but it was titled, I Haven't Been to School in a Week, a life update. So if you guys remember that was the week that my school closed for literally a week. I'm not kidding. For a bunch of cold days. Actually, I think we went back on the Friday, so it was only 4 days or something. But we had the last Friday off, so it was technically 5 days. Anyway, because it was way below freezing. Anyways, we could have gone to work, or we could have went to school, because me and my friend literally walked to the store. So I don't even know. But if you remember that came into play at the end of school, because they were like, oh yeah, by the way, we had no built-in snow days, so you guys have to make up that whole week that you involuntarily had to stay home. So yeah, I would have gone on vacation a lot sooner and could have filmed episodes. Doesn't matter. But yeah, let me give you a vacation recap of what happened on vacation. Well, what happened while I went on vacation. So first, I went to South Dakota and spent a weekend, like I said, a camping trip there. And then I went to school for a week, the last week of school. And then I went back for a 4-day weekend. And then we left and went to Nebraska, some random town in Nebraska, I don't even know. And then after that, we went to Colorado. And, we were in Nebraska for like 2 nights, I think. And then we were in Colorado for 2 or 3 nights, I think. And then we went to a random town in New Mexico. And then, that was only for 1 night, though. But then we finally got to New Mexico, so hallelujah for that, all right? Like, I can't even explain how long this road trip is. And we didn't fly this year because, well, we haven't flown any of the years we went because Lucas, my brother, all right, 10-year-old brother, told my mom he was scared of flying, and now she won't let it go. He said he will fly since then, but she still won't let it go, and we still can't fly to this day. So, anyways, not mad. And then, like, okay, there's people on my street yelling. Can we quit? I'm trying to film an ep. If you care. Okay. Then we went to Texas for a day trip. It was this random town in Texas. It was actually pretty big of a town. Oh my god, am I getting stalked right now? I'm 100% getting stalked. Alright. Ooh, everything shut off. The AC unit, which is what you hear, shut off. Thank fucking god. Anyway, sorry, I went on like a rant of where I went. Like, who gives a fuck? I'm not trying to flex on you guys right now. But I went thrifting in almost every single place, not Texas. We did try to go to a few stores, but I had already found everything, so I wasn't really interested in looking. Plus, there was nothing good. I did look. There was nothing good. Because I was looking for jeans, because I literally have almost every aspect of, like, my clothing covered. Like, I have shorts, I have socks and underwear, and I have shirts. But I had no pants. Like, I had barely any jeans, barely any, like, track sort of pants. So that was the article of clothing that I was looking for. Luckily, I did find 5 pairs. That's a lot, to be honest. And when I went there, oh my god, in an episode, it was the Therapy Hasn't Worked For Me Yet episode, I believe. I think it was that episode. I talked about my favorite pair of jeans and how they were ripped. My grandma fixed them. Thanks, Grandma. So those got fixed too. So technically 6 pairs. And I was so excited. One of the 5 pairs, 5 pairs of jeans that I got was actually one I had ordered online when I thought that we couldn't fix my pants. And they're a little bit bigger and they're a bit darker denim, but I like them better than my other ones. Is that crazy? Is that literally crazy? It's the same brand. It's literally the same material. The only thing is that it's a little bit of a darker wash, but I don't think it really is. I think it's just the other ones have been worn more. So I think that's what it actually is. It's so quiet. I'm terrified. Like, it's just me and the birds right now. Me, the birds, and you. Yay! New podcast title. Me, the birds, and you. How? Okay, anyway. I was low-key, guys, not to get crazy, I was kind of depressed on this vacation. Not just the vacation, but like in summer in general. I get like this a lot. I don't know. Actually, I get like this more in the winter. I'm just like always anyway. But I was like constantly, I had to like check myself because I was like, nothing's making me happy right now. I felt so lazy the entire vacation. One was probably because I literally did nothing. Like, I did have things to do, like my AP Lit summer assignment. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about that, but I have to do that. You don't just get in for free. You know what I mean? You have to do an assignment for the class, but there's like 3 portions of it. So, yeah. I did like 1 portion of it. And then one's like write a paper about yourself. So, obviously, Lord knows I can do that. And the other one's like read the book, which I'm like halfway through, but doesn't matter. I don't know. Just having schoolwork in the summer is like a whole nother topic. But I don't know. I just get like that sometimes. And here, I'll give you one example of it. It was a Monday, I believe. And I was literally just like the worst it had gotten ever. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Seriously. So I was like, what's going to make me happy? What would I be doing at home? The same thing, probably sulking about it. So I decided, and I know this is going to sound cringy and very white girlish of me, but bear with me, okay? I took a bath. Listen here. Okay, listen. It worked because, one, I'm a person who literally craves alone time. Like, I cannot be by people a lot because, well, sometimes I can. Like, I have a certain, like, for example, I just went and hung out with my friends, like, twice in a row, never again for, like, 2 weeks. You know what I mean? I gotta recharge. I gotta have my alone time because, I don't know, I just have to. It's a weird thing about me. I just really need alone time a lot to really charge. You know what I mean? With some people, it's worse than others, but for the most part, I do need to be alone. Anyways, like I said, felt lazy, but I took a bath. It cured me. Well, for the day. It cured me for the rest of the day, but then the next day I was like back to all annoying. It's just like nothing would have made me happy. That's the only thing. I was like, literally, if I was in France right now, I wouldn't be happy. Like, I just don't know what's going on, but it would come and go. It still comes and goes. So I've been trying to keep myself busy because I'm home now. So I've been trying to keep myself busy ever since I got home, even though I've literally been doing nothing. But I've been doing, like, stuff, but it's not, like, productive stuff. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah. So solved that for, like, a day. But then my vacation ended, and there came the 16-hour drive back. It's literally 16 hours. I'm not even fucking kidding. It is, like, excruciating. And we didn't split it up like we did, like, with the Nebraska, Colorado, and a random town in New Mexico. It was one and done. But not one and done. It was, like, two and done because we stopped for a night in Kansas. So I just got the best breeze of my life. I'm on a high right now. So we stopped for a night in Kansas, and we went to this restaurant. It was like one of those, the best way I can explain it is like 2019 marble gold, like gold legs on a chair. That's what I can describe this restaurant as, because that's exactly what it was. I'm not kidding, guys. The total for that meal was like $90 fucking for the four of us. What? Everywhere else we had went, it was like, you know, like 60, 70, 50, 90 something dollars. Insane work, honestly. Anyways, it was really good though, so I don't even know. Like, was it worth it? I didn't pay, so I can't really say that, but it was really good. So, anyways, then we went to, because every time we stop in that same hotel, and then we went to leave the next morning, and the breakfast, and we've been there before, like I literally just got done saying, and the breakfast was good. Like, it was one of the better hotel breakfasts, in my opinion, but that shit was not good. I don't know what the fuck it was. It just was not good that time. So I was very disappointed in that. But then we started back on the road for, like, because it was like 9 and 9, I think. I want to say it was like a 9 and 9, but I'm not totally sure. Anyways, we got back that same night. I'm not kidding. This is going to sound like my life is just perfect. Okay. Anyway, that same night, we went and picked up my car because, again, if you've been listening for a really long time, that I've been saving for a car life update video or episode. I talked about how I was saving for a car. So anyway, we got back, bought the car from the lady, and then took it back. Then the next day, I'm home now, okay? The next day, we got my thing registered, which was like $210 fucking dollars. Ridiculous as hell. And then we got my thing insured. I think my mom did that. And then I got my work and school permit, which is basically just saying I can drive to work because school's not in session. But before school starts, I can get my license. So don't play, guys. I think it's like 20 days or something. 21 days. I don't know. It's like 2 or 3 weeks still until I can get it. But whatever. And then I cleaned out the front, or this porch. It's like a 3-season porch because you can't really use it in the winter. Yes, you can. Yes, you literally can. I don't know what they're talking about. Just put on a blanket. Because I knew I wanted to use it for this set. And I cleaned it out once before. Well, okay. Oh my God. This is going to be like a whole journey. Because we cleaned it out once as a family before. And then I cleaned it out last year, around this time last year, and started using it. And then it went dormant all winter and basically all summer. And then I came in because I was like, I don't really want to film the podcast in my room. I kind of wanted its own designated space, but I also really wanted this space back because it's such a nice space. I wish I could give you a tour. Go on my YouTube for a tour. Because it's so nice, and it's so like just looking at the viewfinder or the screen right now, I don't know, it inspires creativity for me, so that's all. But I did clean it out. It took a while, and I brought in my bookshelf, this couch, as we know and love, and then my record player, that table, a lamp. I brought in my desk, and my orchid tree. Do we all remember that or no? You probably don't. I do. And then, while I was gone on vacation, my mom took down the wallpaper and painted our living room. And then after that, she started remodeling the basement. So guess what, guys? Okay, so I live in the basement, right? And there was a bathroom, but there was no toilet when we moved in the house. So it was just like a shower and a sink and a very, very big like cabinet vanity or whatever it's called. What's that thing called when it's just like cabinets? Basically, there was 2 cabinets under there, and then it was like a big long sink. Does that make sense? I don't know. Is it called a vanity? I don't know. That's what they called it, so I'm just telling you. Anyway, they're remodeling the basement right now. Not remodeling, but like putting new stuff down there. We got a new TV. We got a bar down there. This makes me sound so rich. I swear to God, my parents are in debt probably. So don't be jealous, okay? Don't be envious because my parents are probably in debt. I'm like 90% sure they are. Probably shouldn't be talking about their financials on here, but I'm going to anyways because, gang, who cares? We're real on this pod. Anyway, they're fixing up the bathroom, right? That bird is very angry. They're fixing up the bathroom. And if I do decide to isolate the voice on here, you guys can all think I'm schizophrenic just then. Okay, anyway. You're going to think I'm literally hearing things. God damn. Okay. And seeing things, because I swore I just saw it. Alright. Sorry. Off topic. I'm going back to what I was saying. They are redoing the bathroom, and they're putting a toilet in there. So Christian is getting his shower back, his bath back, and a toilet now. Amen, brothers. Thank God to that. Thank God for that. Anyway, I'm really excited. If you don't know, I'm very excited because I've been, for like over a year now, having to use the upstairs shower. And not to sound like an absolute diva, but that shit is horrible. My mom specifically leaves so much hair in the fucking drain. It's ballistic. I just like, how do you have that much hair? And like, now you're not bald? Where's it all going? Anyways, so excited for that. And I'm also excited that I'm podcasting again. So that's another thing I'm starting back. What's up, guys? And I've also returned back to work, which I'm not as excited about. And also, I forgot to mention, I started making YouTube videos again this summer because, again, if you've been a long-time listener, like a very long-time listener, you would know I've been pretty infrequent with my YouTube videos in just the style of them. So I started daily vlogging in the summer. Like, I started posting every week, and then I started daily vlogging, and then, I'm not fucking kidding, my camera broke. Can you fucking believe that? My camera literally broke. The lens, like, stopped working. Anyway, luckily, a couple days later, my grandma was like, wait, I have literally, like, a similar camera to that I never use. She pulled out, like, almost an identical camera. It's, like, 1 year older, but it's literally, like, it's almost identical, really. It doesn't have the same features, but that's okay. It has some different ones. Anyway, very grateful for her because, okay, just slide right off. Because without her, I would not be able to film. Anyways, and I did kind of stop there after I got the camera, ironically. Well, no, I kept going, and then I stopped again because it felt like I was getting really repetitive because I was just doing nothing all the time, and nobody wants to fucking watch that. So, anyways, I took a break for a while there, and then I posted a couple days ago, and I posted today. Who's proud? Come on. I don't know. I've just been, like, kind of ranting in my car and then just posting it. Like, I'm not even really editing it. Like, I didn't edit the last two. Anyway, I still have some that I need to edit. Another thing, let me update you on. I started The Office. I know. Everybody's watched The Office. If not multiple times, everybody's watched The Office. And I have, every time I tell someone that I haven't watched The Office, they are astounded, they are baffled that I haven't watched it. So I started watching it because I saw one too many Jim and Pam edits, and I was like, I gotta do it. I'm watching just for them. Anyways, that's basically it. I'm on season 2 now, by the way. I'm like almost done with season 2. I had to pause it though to film, so you guys are welcome that I did that. And that's basically it. That's all I did this summer. I did a few watercolors. Didn't read any books, of course. I read the one for my assignment. And then, yeah, I don't know. Speaking of assignments, I have to go back to school August 25th this year. Usually it's the 23rd, but the 23rd, ironic, that doesn't even make sense. The 23rd, luckily, landed on a Saturday. So we got sent to the 25th on the Monday. And yeah, that's a topic for another day, but yeah. Anyways, thanks guys for fucking tuning in. I mean, come on, it's been a minute. Has it not? It's been a minute. And I miss you. Don't get me wrong. I have. Trust, I have, okay? And I'm going to start uploading again. I hope. If I post this coming Wednesday, know we're back. I might not, though. I do have a dentist appointment, too, on Monday, and I'm fucking terrified for it. That's in literally 2 days, because tomorrow's Sunday. Which this is posted on Sunday. Who's proud? God, I can't. I can't. I really don't want to go to the dentist, because we skipped the last appointment. So now I really think I have a cavity, to be honest. I'm terrified. God, I haven't been drinking that much soda. I mean, up until recently, like the last 5 days, I haven't been drinking soda. Like, I didn't drink soda at all this summer. It was mostly just like a sparkling water thing with a water flavor packet my grandma put me on. What the fuck? That is so annoying. Alright. Okay. And then the other thing I was drinking was those sparkling ice drinks all summer long. And those don't have sugar. None of that has sugar in it. I think the flavor packets I was using have caffeine, but they don't have sugar. I remember they were 0 sugar. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. And if you enjoyed, don't fret, because I will be back. Why the fuck is everybody deciding to scream right now when I'm literally trying to film? Anyway, if you enjoyed, why are we fucking yelling? If you enjoyed, alright, don't fret, because new episodes are every Sunday and Wednesday. Mark your calendar, okay? And if you want to keep if you want to stay updated with the podcast, you can follow at The Talking Journal on Instagram, TikTok, and that's it. So, that's it. That's all. Anyway, yeah, video on Spotify and YouTube, like I've said before, and audio anywhere else. You can subscribe to me at YouTube, Christian-Powell. That's it. I really gotta go, because these people are pissing me off. So, anyways, thanks for listening. I love and appreciate you guys. Bye. Bye.